The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
We might as well. 0344 499 1000. This is the Late Night Alternative on Talk Radio with me, Iain Lee. Catherine Boyle is back.
Yay.
We're gonna... It's Friday, man. It's Friday, man. Let's let your hair hang low. Let it swing to and fro. Let your freak flag fly. Let's take calls straight to air for the entire 3 hours, Catherine. The way it works is... Oh, I've got to do it with a mouse because the touch screen doesn't work. Is you call in 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. And I touch... Have you got that? Thank you very much indeed. Thank you. Let's just say last night's show was a very slick, professional thing, Catherine, and you weren't here. Call straight to air. You can call in about anything you want. Absolutely anything. Big, small, heavy, stupid. We don't call you back. Don't swear. Don't be libelous. Those are the only rules. 0344 499 1000. Let's go to line one. Line one, you're on the wireless.
Hello, Iain. You all right?
I'm fine, thank you, line one. What have you got for us?
Well, I called you last Friday. My name's Michelle, and I was saying that I'd relapsed after 2.5 years and I'd started drinking again.
Yeah.
And you said, well, give us a call when you've got a week. And I just thought I would. I've got 6 days.
Hey, well done.
Went back to meetings, all of that stuff.
How are you finding it?
So, yeah, it's all right, I just find life really difficult, Ian.
Yeah.
Even if I feel really good, I find that difficult.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's like I'm wired up wrong. But
maybe you are. It is possible that you're wired up wrong. I imagine that booze doesn't correct that wiring problem, does it?
Oh, do you know what? That was the most heartbreaking thing. Is I sort of had a period of relapse for a couple of weeks, and I drank 4 times, and it didn't work.
Oh well.
It didn't do what I thought it was going to do for me. It didn't work.
Yeah.
But no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm
Excellent.
sort of feeling back on it and back in control. And
good for you.
Yeah, I just wanted to let you know the good news, really.
Nice
and
one.
Thanks a lot, because you're a massive help. You don't even realise it.
Well,
but I think you're bloody brilliant. So there you are.
I think, Michelle, you're bloody brilliant. You got 6 days sober under your belt. That is an actual proper achievement. And all you got to do is go to bed tonight, and then you're on day 7.
That's it, innit? That's it. My head's going to hit the pillar sober.
Beautiful.
It'll be all right.
Well done, Michelle.
Yeah.
I'm really pleased, and thanks for letting us
Ian.
know.
Take care.
Cheers. Bye-bye. 03444991000. Line 2, you're on the wireless.
So, guys, Brady!
Not bad. Just stopped at the end there. You could have gone a bit longer. 03444991000. Could you do the aircon, Kath? 'Cause it's enough art.
Certainly.
It's bloody boiling. And that's... do you know what? Those 2 calls, I think, sum up the show... Those 2 calls sum up the show perfectly. Someone who had been struggling with alcohol and mental health issues calling in, and a Fruit Loop phoning in to make silly noises. That's it. If you've never heard the show before, that's it. It totally encapsulated in those 2 calls, and anything in between. It really is that simple. It's been a long old week. I'm off next week. We could sit here and do kinds of different things and stuff, but we're just gonna... Let's just have a laugh, man. It's been a stressful week for all of us. What with Russia? I don't know. I said that. So let's just be stupid and dumb, and let's make hay while the sun shines, etc., etc. Catherine, was at the Flight of the Conchords last night.
Oh, they're so good,
aren't they?
They are so good, and really kind of inspiring as performers. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, because they sort of, they sit next to each other.
Yeah.
It's a kind of matey partnership, like a couple of people I know that do a live show together, and it's just so relaxed, and they're just brilliant. And what you don't get from the TV show is what brilliant musicians they are.
Yeah.
Just great. They're playing all sorts of recorders, like this weird kind of electronic thing, triangle, and they were being supported by David O'Doherty.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, he's wonderful.
Is he good?
Yeah, he's an Irish kind of musical comedian.
I know exactly who he is.
The one that did the Grand Designs.
Little Bon Tempe.
Yeah,
thing.
he's just fabulous.
Is it Jermaine Clement? He's won an Oscar.
Yeah.
He's won an Oscar for The Muppets, I think, wasn't it?
I think so.
Imagine that. I'd like an Oscar. That's next on the list. Line 3, you're on the wireless.
Hello, Ian. It's Zippy calling in here. I was tweeting to you earlier, actually. I'm glad you put me on there. I just wondered how you were tonight.
I am tickety-boo tonight.
You've had a bit of a stressy week, haven't you?
No, do you know I haven't?
You were saying.
No, it's not. But do you know,
No.
yesterday, the fallout with the Jim Davidson fans. He didn't reply to my apology.
Listen, we went on Jim Davidson's show, me and George.
Yes.
He is not a nasty... I don't want to say too much because I can't say anything libelous, but he wasn't very nice to us.
Okay, well, also get him to do his impression of deaf people. It's hilarious.
It's not right, is it?
No, but I honestly, I laughed so much with all of the Jim Davidson comments that came my way, and I'm still talking, and I'm still getting, I'm still talking, and I'm still getting them today, and it's made me laugh a lot. And also, I was told, I don't know if I meant to say this, but I'm going to say it, that my section yesterday on Good Morning Britain, where I talked about Jim Bowen and Jim Davidson, was one of the this is absolutely true, it was one of the highest viewed slots they've ever had. That bit! Me! I finished speaking now.
Well, I'm not surprised. I mean, they've got that horrible Piers chappie on there. I mean, all he does is shout at people, and you're a breath of fresh air, Ian, I must say. I mean, I was watching you this morning, and I couldn't agree more about what you were saying about hungry bums.
Thank you very much indeed. I've got to give credit to my writing team for the hungry bums line. That was Catherine Boyles.
This guy.
One of Catherine Boyles. That became... This is the weird thing, and I don't want to make... I don't want... I'm really aware that there was a period in this show's history when the show was all about me, and of course the show comes from me, as I am the presenter, and it comes from Catherine as well, but predominantly it's... it's my kind of outlook. So I'm aware that I don't want to make the show a soap opera about me. But literally minutes after coming off air on Good Morning Britain today, talking about hungry bums and things, there was a story in the Express Online, Tragic Comics on-air rant. Apparently I had a rant. It wasn't a rant. You want to see a rant? I'll give you a flipping rant. It wasn't a rant. It was just, I had 2.5 minutes, and I just tried to cram in as much nonsense. And you should have seen what I was planning to do in that section. I told Catherine what I was planning to do in that section, and that might not have gone down so well.
The articles that they put in,
they
always sound very dramatic. Someone's going to flip out any moment. Then you actually look at the article and the clip that accompanies them, and it's inevitably not what it is.
And this is clickbait. And I've never been part of something that's clickbait.
You're the biggest
before.
maggot on the end of the line at the moment.
Well, it would appear so, right? It would appear so to be clickbait, and I was going to say, I wonder how long we're going to fall for it, but clickbait's been around for a few years, and I suspect we're going to fall for it forever. There was, Kath found an online video last week, or the week before. Watch Toff's car crash interview on This Morning. And we watched it, and it wasn't car crash, it was just a little bit of silliness, a little bit of fun. That was it. And it's that thing of, watch this man die in the most whilst having sex, and you click on it and it's a bloke eating an egg or something. It is what we need to do. This is what we can do tonight. If tonight has a theme, it's this: can we create a clickbait thing, meme, term? Can we make a clickbait and send it out as a tweet or something? I don't really know what I'm talking about, as you can tell. Can we come up with the most clickbaity thing ever? Car crash, breakdown, rant, explosion, rage or fury. Those are the kind of meltdown. Those are the kind of things that you get. Can we come up with... how do we do it? We need it to, be a video or something. I'll tell you what we'll do. This is what we'll do. You've got your phone, yeah?
Yeah.
We'll film a really dull 20-second video of nothing happening, but with your help, dear listener, we will come up with the most clickbaity headline we can make, and we'll tweet that out, and we'll see how many times it gets shared and liked and watched. That's what we'll do.
The other thing I've noticed is whenever you have one of these things go off, right, there are always accounts that retweet it, word for word.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But what I've noticed is they all have, considering they are really boring accounts, an excessive number of followers, and I'm wondering whether it's people who've bought followers.
Yeah, it must be.
So I think in return, they get used
It's
The
like
spam.
that dieting podcaster who's bought a load of... You know, these people do these things. And I think about... There's a website where apparently you can check how many of your followers are real or not. I think about 68, 70% of mine are real. Doesn't mean I've bought the other 30%. You just get bots attached to you. So I tell you what, if there is a theme tonight, and it's a very, very loose theme. You can phone in, as you know, about anything. It's a very, very loose theme. Let's call tonight's show clickbaity. And if you want to help us come up with the most clickbait term that you possibly can, 0344 499 1000, or your story's been clickbaited. Kevin has tweeted us. What do you think about... and I'm going to read it. Okay? Kevin has tweeted, what do you think about David Platt getting bummed? Then he's done... No, I know. Then he's done an 8, 4 equals, and a D, and then some spurts, and it looks like a penis and testicles. Kevin, I didn't see it, but I know the story to which you're referring, and... I personally don't find rape... I struggle to find the humour in rape. I struggle, whether it's male on female, male on male, female on... I don't know, Kev. I struggle to find the humour in rape. Drug-based or otherwise. So, I think that's a mistimed. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. That's a mistimed and a misplaced gag, Kevin. Yellow card. 0344 499 1000. It's going to be one of them shows tonight.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We'll get you talking.
0344 499 1000. We're going to... Your stories of clickbaitery... we're going to come up with the best clickbait line we can think of. We're going to post a really dull video and see if we can get anything out of that. And you'll call straight to air tonight. 0344 499 1000. I'm off next week, so tonight is the night. If you want to talk to me, let's go to line 1. 1, you're on the wireless. I miss the toilets with the cistern that was up in the up on the wall
with the chain.
With the chain,
it was always broken, wasn't it?
It was always broken, but the chain, that was a really satisfying feel. These toilets where it's like buttons in the wall and you got to push the button in. No satisfaction there, and you can't get a run up. Sometimes the toilet won't flush on the thing. It just doesn't quite catch, or there's not enough water. With the chain, it's like starting a motorbike or a lawnmower. And you could do it, and you could catch it, and it was great. It was such a satisfying pull, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. And now you don't see many of the toilet cisterns with the handles on. They seem to be... It's all hidden in the walls. Well, why? Also, we had... we may have now, actually. I don't remember what flush there is in that, but I know in the last house when we got the bathroom done and we had one of those button pushes in the wall, they're an absolute bugger if it goes wrong. Yeah. They are a nightmare.
Because you've got to take the back wall off,
You've got to take the wall apart. Because it's all built in, so it's supposed to be flush. Well, the flush is flush. There you go, guys. There's a plumbing joke. If it goes wrong, and flushes go wrong all the time. One of my joys when I was a kid was working out how to take the top of the toilet and play around with fill it up to the top.
Yeah, make sure the hook is on there.
Yeah, fill it up to the top. Of course, to save water, you're supposed to put a brick in your cistern. So you don't... Anyway, Line 1, you're on the wireless.
Oh, man, come to bed. Hello?
Hello, you're on the air.
Oh, gosh, sorry.
That's okay.
I'm not... Who's that?
Who's that?
I'm not on the air because I'm listening to on air.
No, I love it when people think that we're trying to out-clever me. No, you're on the air.
Is that Iain?
Yes, who's that?
It's Lindsay.
Hey, Lindsay, how you doing? Don't listen to it on the radio. There's a delay. It will just blow your mind.
Oh, wow, it has just blown up. Iain, this is Lindsay.
Yes, I know.
Oh, wow, it is.
Oh, God.
Iain, I'm really sorry.
That's all right.
I'm the girl that came to Brighton last week, was on the front row wearing the purple and the large crystal.
Oh, you had lovely large crystals, yes.
And I said I would never ring in, and I'm here ringing in.
Are you drunk?
No.
No? OK, well, then there you are. Well, it was very nice to see. Lindsay came to the Rabbit Hole show that we did in Brighton last week, and it was a wonderful show. And Lindsay was a very good sport, because I kind of picked on her a little bit. But then I got you to be our camera person.
Yeah, and her husband wouldn't sit with her.
Oh, yeah, that was weird, Lindsay.
No.
Why he was sat not only in a different row, it was only a small room, but not only in a different row, but on a different side of the room. What was that? And there was an empty seat next to you.
I don't know. He's a bit like that. He was I'm quite shy, but he was even worse. And when I sat on the front row, he said, no, I'm not sitting with you.
Oh, that's
He thought, and get this, he thought that you would get picked on.
But let's be honest, in that small room in front of 65 people, everyone got picked on.
You can see everyone. There's no hiding.
Everyone got picked on.
I just wanted to say to you guys,
Yes.
I've finally plucked up the courage to ring in, which
Well
is
done.
quite a shock for me.
Yeah.
And
Have you actually got anything to say, though?
No, not really. I just
Good.
want to say I enjoyed it so much, and the only thing I did want to say
Yeah.
is that I am not, I don't normally ring into radio shows, and I'm not on social media, I'm not on Twitter and all these things, and I have seen some of the things this week of what's gone on, and I just feel, I don't know, you're just so misunderstood, and I just, I don't know. I think.
Can I just read a tweet that's just come through to me? Right. Right. And honestly, I've loved these tweets. These made me laugh so much. Right. This is a guy called Northern Monkey. Doesn't follow me.
Yeah.
Right. I wonder if he's replying to, because you can see if they're replying to a tweet. No, he's just sent this apropos who knows what. You really are a weak, disgraceful character. Hate is too weak a word to describe how I feel when I see or hear you.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, man, that's angry.
Oh, hang on. Let's see what else he tweets.
It's lots of snowflakes, lots of Corbyn, anti-Corbyn. Anyway,
Lots of football stuff.
Yeah, there you go. Well, but honestly, thank you, Lindsay. I think some people understand me. I think some people don't, and but the tweets, the messages of hatred I've had this week from Jim Davidson fans have made me laugh.
Absolutely.
They've made me laugh a lot. They really, really have.
They're intelligent, they're witty, they're everything you'd think of a Jim Davidson fan.
I find it so sad.
Yeah.
So sad.
Well, people is nuts. Don't you worry about me, though. I'm absolutely fine, and I'm off all next week. I'll be having the time of my life.
Absolutely, and I'm sure you have a great time. I just wanted you to just say hello.
Nice one.
I finally put to the courage to ring in, but, who knows.
Lindsay, thank you very much indeed. It was lovely to meet you the other week. I was going to start the... for those who don't know... Well, let me read the story, because it's in the paper. It's in the paper, page 3 of the Star. I'm near some young... 19 years old.
Oh,
That's inappropriate. But I tell you what just caught me about this young 19-year-old page 3 model. Two things. One is her...
Two things.
Well, no.
Two obvious points.
One is her towel turban.
Yes.
And one is her pants, which you only really catch a glimpse of.
Wow.
Those are very skimpy pants.
Now, we can only guess.
Yeah.
But I would suggest she's got a very hungry bum.
Yep, there we go. Yep, okay.
And that might not be the only thing that's hungry.
Let me read this story and then I'm going to play you a song. Right, okay. TV snub is a load of bully. Jim tribute row. Right. I'm a celeb whinger, Iain Lee, refused to read out a tribute to Jim Bowen from Jim Davidson. The Good Morning Britain stand-in presenter made a point of ignoring the comic's praise to the Bullseye legend. Iain sparked an explosive row after saying, Jim Davidson tweeted, but I'm not interested in him. Co-host Susanna Reid asked, why not? He's one of those comedy legends. It doesn't say here was, she said that in a slightly sarcastic voice. Iain replied, let's not. Let's have this debate elsewhere. Outspoken comic Davidson, 64, some would say racist, some would say homophobic, some would say, wasn't he the guy that refused to go on stage because the front row of the audience was all people in wheelchairs? Had tweeted, R.I.P. Bowen, great guy. Great tweet, Jim. But Ian's refusal to read out the heartfelt message... I'm being slightly sarcastic because I want to make peace with Jim, and we're going to make peace tonight. Ian's refusal to read out the heartfelt message led to a furious row on social media. Davidson tweeted, so a bloke called Iain Lee has refused to read out my tribute to Jim Bowen on GMB. What's his problem? And who is this tit? Bearing in mind this is on page 3, opposite two beautiful young tits, too young for me... They've put an asterisk in the eye of tit.
Oh, so they won't say it, but they'll show you.
Yeah, isn't that funny? Ian, who came third on last year's I'm a Celebrity, then tweeted, my problem is someone close to me worked with him in the 90s and he made their life miserable. True story. Partly because he kept doing impressions of deaf people. I was reminded of that because I met some deaf people today and I thought, Jim Bowen would have fun with these guys.
I found his... you mean Jim Davidson?
Jim Davidson, yes.
I found his response interesting to that. Instead of saying, can't have happened, or he just said, who? Like there were too many to mention.
Like he was panicking a bit. A further tweet said, to clarify, that tweet was not about Bowen. He was delightful and charming when I met him, and he was. Funny man, Bowen. And it goes on and on and on, right? So what I want to say to Jim Davidson, if he's listening tonight, we're having some fun here and all of that, I'm really, really sorry for my inappropriate and immature behaviour on Good Morning Britain. I'm sorry for the loss of your friend. I'm sorry for lashing out on Twitter, as I often do. And I'm sorry for calling you racist. So, to show there's no hard feelings, I'd like to play this song by Jim Davidson, just to show I think he's a great guy. Here we go. It's Jim Davidson singing White Christmas. Was right not to read his tweet out. He's an offensive, ignorant dinosaur.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We'll get you talking.
I don't know if you heard yesterday, we had a young woman call whose name escapes me. And she had mixed racial heritage, but she was black. Outwardly, was dark skin. And she really explained really well. I can't remember your name. I'm so sorry. She explained, similar age to me, she explained really, really well what it was like as a young person of colour in the 70s and 80s to have the Chalky character on TV. What it meant when she was with her white family laughing at it, and how the other kids in the school would use it as a weapon to belittle her and humiliate her. I don't know if that's what Davidson was trying to do with the character. I suspect not. But it was certainly having a laugh at the expense. That phrase that you use quite often. He was punching down. It was having a laugh at the expense of a group perceived to be in a less powerful position. And she explained it brilliantly. What it was like. If you had any doubt about how offensive that chalky white character was, she summed it up absolutely beautifully. Call straight to air tonight, 0344 499 1000. Good evening, line 1. You're live on the wireless.
Hello, Iain.
Hello, George.
The self-proclaimed apprentice prophet calling in to want to make some sort of link.
Yes.
Something that we can make go viral, maybe.
Yes.
I don't know how it all works.
No.
Let me turn you down.
Turn me down, George. It'll blow your tiny little mind.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So what I want to get going to is let's make news about the Wonder Party.
Yeah.
The party to end all political parties.
Okay.
Which is going to be launched on
April the 14th.
April the 14th at the Mac Studio Cafe. And the party's going to be made up of music bands.
Yeah.
Music band parties, like every band will become its own party and get its own following members.
Yeah.
And the Wonder Party will be starting to play and sing its way towards a world of wonders, free of poverty, governments, countries, taxes and conflicts.
Yeah.
A world of wonders, a world run by a one-world government.
Oh, a loverment! Oh, yes, I like that. That is a great term.
Is it?
A loverment? That's a brilliant term.
Oh, thank you.
I've not heard that one before, George. That's great.
Oh, good. That's to replace all governments, a one-world government.
Yes.
And our slogan is let's tick together, the tick being a rainbow tick, and so let's get things right together, let's tick together.
Here's the thing, George, right? Everything you're saying is great. Wouldn't it be nice to live in a world where everyone gets on and everyone loves each other and the corruption of politics is gone and everyone gets on and stuff? But it ain't going to happen, is it? And I would love it to happen. I would love it to happen. But there are so many mean people and so many greedy people and selfish people that, the loverment and all of that, that just can't happen, can it?
Yes, it can.
Go on.
As I say, I call myself an apprentice prophet, but I suppose that I've been shown the future, but how would I know if what I've been shown is the future or is just a mirage?
Yeah.
So I'm only an apprentice, but I've seen a world with no countries and no poverty and no conflicts and no taxes and no countries. And John Lennon asked us, imagine there's no countries, it isn't hard to do. Well, it isn't hard to do. It's countries and their governments that are responsible for the sorry state that our world
George,
is in.
Can I ask you a question? May I ask you a question? How you've been talking about these various political parties that quite often there's different names, but there's the same end. The same aim is for peace and one world and all of that. And you've been doing it for decades now.
33 years.
33 years. Do you get frustrated that nothing is changing, or do you perceive a change that I'm missing?
I perceive a change since we started speaking.
Wow.
On this program.
Brilliant.
I really think you have a part to play in changing this world.
Wow.
And so if we can get news of the Wonder Party and government coming as a result of the Wonder Party, that would be fantastic.
Well, I know someone else who's going to come on April the 14th, a lovely gentleman who calls this show quite often, a guy called Dredge. He's coming down.
Lovely.
So that's certainly two of us. Have you got anybody else that you know is coming down?
Yes, no, I'm inviting some names. I'm not going to say who's going to be there, but there will be a number of known people there, and a number of people that I've never met will be there as well. And I really think April the 14th is going to be special. It's the 66th birthday of a girl that was the love of my life, and her name was Penny. She was an Irish girl, and I stole her from Errol Brown of Hot Chocolate, and in Hampstead back in 1971.
I did not see that plot twist coming. Wow.
No, and our relationship ended in 1976.
Yeah,
and on her 33rd birthday, I had this party, which I think I told you about, at the Camden Palace.
Yes.
It was the penny party. It was her 33rd birthday.
What, was it a penny to get in and £3 to get out or something?
That's right,
yeah.
And it didn't work, and I ended up owing the Camden Palace £3,000. But now this is 33 years later, and this time of peaceful revolution is going to be set in motion.
Is Penny still with us?
She's with us. She's living in Mallorca nowadays.
Okay.
She got married, had a couple of children. She's divorced now.
Okay.
I do have very occasional communications with her. But anyway, I'm trying to invite her to her 66th birthday party. So it's all a bit dreamy for me. It really is.
Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do, George, right, because I'm away next week, okay? But for the sort of 10 days or so before the event, we're going to really plug it on the show. I'll put the details on Twitter. There's no point in doing it now because people forget. But the 10 days before, we'll mention it on the show. We'll put it on Twitter. We'll put it on my Facebook page. And we'll see if we can whip up a little bit of interest for you, because it will be really, really good if we could get a decent turnout coming along. And
that is so kind of you. There will be a decent.
Yeah, I'm sure there will.
But it would be nice to think that a few of them came through our connection.
Yeah.
And I really look forward to that, Ian.
It's going to be great.
If you can possibly, maybe a link would be to tune people into YouTube scoring goals auditions, and there's a song there, and it's got Ian Jury's voice at the beginning and at the end of it, and the rest of the words are recited by an actor called Judd Charlton, who played Ian in a stage play. Yeah. And every Wonder Party band is going to be doing their own version of that lyric, and a scenario will be created where people will be able to download a band scoring goal song and join that band's party.
Brilliant. George, listen, I'm away next week. We'll speak when I get back. I just want to say, because I want you to know this, you're one of the good guys, and a lot of people believe that, and I've got my fingers crossed for you, George.
Thank you so much.
Take care, man. I'll speak soon.
All the best.
Bye-bye. There we go. One of the good guys. I found that stuff about Penny interesting. I hadn't heard that before. George, if you don't know, George has been calling talk radio shows for 30 years, and he used to be friends with Peter Cook, and he's banned. Not banned. Banned is a strong word, but most other radio stations won't allow people like George on, what they might consider to be, eccentric old men and women, right? BBC London, you get some BBC London a bit, but George and his ilk, whatever that means, you got a free pass on this show, guys. You got a free pass on this show. We're taking calls straight to air tonight. 0344 499 1000. This is Talk Radio.
Unmissable late night radio with the original king of unconventional conversation. Make contact with Iain Lee. The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
03444991000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. Line 4, you're on the wireless. Good evening, Line 4.
Good evening, Ian. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you, Line 4.
Good. I was wondering, only a quick one, actually. I was actually wondering, have you heard from Dennis from Dunstable for a while? Because I've not heard him on the airwaves for a long time.
That is an excellent question. Dennis from Dunstable, 92-year-old gentleman who used to phone me at another radio station, then phones me here. And I've not heard him. I've not heard him for a couple of months.
No, I hope he's all right.
Yeah, I hope he's all right. I suspect he probably is all right, because I'd imagine that we'd have heard if he might have just got bored of us, as he does. He's a grumpy old sod. Or there is a possibility that he's died and his family aren't calling us because they know that they'll then owe me money, as I had a death bet on with him.
I was going to say, that means he owes you a tenner.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why his family... Let's phone his family up, because if I'm owed cash, I want it. I don't know, Chris, is the honest answer. And, a couple of people have asked about Dennis. I do suspect... I'm sure we're not top of the list of people to get in touch with if something happened, but I would have thought... that the fact that someone would have given us a little heads
Here's what I think. If they don't phone us, they'll phone Justin at Three Counties.
Yeah.
And he would tell us.
Yeah. Well, Dennis, if you're listening, please call in. We miss your calls.
Well, let's not get carried away.
Or we give him your phone number, Chris, and you can talk to him.
Let's not get carried away. I mean, all he does is phone up with the radio on, think he's talking to the person who's answering the phone, get frustrated and hang up.
Tell us a joke he's told us 15 times
That's
before. That vibe. But, we like him.
Yeah, indeed.
Thank you, Chris.
No
nice to
worries.
talk to you, mate. Appreciate
Good evening.
Appreciate that. Thank you. Let's go to line 5. 5, you're on the wireless.
Hello, Ian.
Hello, line 5.
Yeah.
Hello.
I'm just wondering, why did you play... Oh.
Yeah. Go on, I can hear.
Yeah, I'm just wondering why you played that Christmas song.
Sorry?
Yeah, I'm just wondering why you played that Christmas song on the radio then.
Just thought it'd be a nice song to play.
Oh. I'm just asking you why, just wondering, because it's not Christmas yet.
No, it's not Christmas. It was Jim Davidson singing it.
Ah, was it?
Yeah.
I get what you mean.
It was Jim Davidson doing an hilarious black man's voice. That's why we were playing. That's why we were...
I get what you mean.
Playing.
So where are you going next week? Your holidays?
I'm going to see your mum. I can't believe I said that. I'm Wales. I've booked a nice cottage, tiny little cottage on Airbnb. I've got a stack of books, a stack of karate films to watch, taking my PlayStation. I'm going to learn how to play the mandolin, and I've told 2 or 3 friends where I'm going to be, and I've told them there's a couple of spare beds, and if they want to drop in at any point, they'd be very welcome. And I'm going to walk lots, and I'm going to meditate, and I might do a little bit of writing. And I'm not going to listen to the radio. I'm not going to watch the news. I'm just going to go and connect with the cosmos.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
Well, you enjoy your week off, and I'll be listening to you when you come back.
OK, man. What's your name, fella?
It's Lee.
Lee, nice to talk to you, Lee. Thank you very much indeed. Let's go to line 6. 6, you're on the wireless.
Hello?
Hello, line 6.
Good evening.
Good evening, line 6.
How's your day going?
Busy. It's been busy, man. I don't want to complain, because I'll be honest, my bank account has done very well today. But after last night, show finished at 1, I went to a hotel just around the corner. Got to the hotel about 1:30. Had to be up at 5, but I suddenly realised I was really, really hungry. So I ordered a burger and chips. Came at 2:00, had that, was in bed at 2:30, up at 5, had a shower, went and did Good Morning Britain, which was a lot of fun, and I laughed a lot. I love working there. I was on air for 2.5 minutes, right? But what fun talking about Elton John and pants and things. And then I've spent the day at Kew Gardens filming a corporate video. And then I got to work at 4, and I had a kip in my car in the car park for an hour. So, it's been busy, but it's been very satisfying.
Well, that's definitely a busy day. I've just been at school, which is
there you go, man.
Same old.
School,
but Options
school
Day is coming up in 2 weeks' time.
So hang on, is that choosing your options for your GCSEs?
Yes.
What are you going to choose?
Well, I'm gonna, because we have a decision between geography, ethics, or history, so I'm going to pick history. Cause
hang on, hang on.
is-
There's a subject called ethics.
Yeah, like RP, so with religion and philosophy.
What? So, like, religious studies?
Yes.
What do we used to call it in our
RE.
RE, religious education, that was it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit boring.
No, mate, that sounds like the Dossy one. Pick
It was
that.
a DOS, wasn't it?
Oh, pick that, dude. That's the... Ethics sounds like the Dossy one. And also, you can do the joke, every lesson, the only way is ethics.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's jokes and a DOS, man. You go in there, you can take the mickey out of the teacher. This is what I did. Go do that, man. It's a DOS.
Well, the thing with that is I guess because of what's happening lately in, like, Syria and with ISIS and all that stuff,
Yeah.
I guess religion can also kind of, like, we can learn about, like, extremism.
This is the
stuff
this is
like
the
that.
problem. This is the problem with young people today. They're interested in stuff. Stop it. I saw a really funny. I'm going. There's a comedy sketch group from the mid '80s, sort of through to the mid '90s, although they're still going now, called Kids in the Hall. Right. This is what I'm doing next week. I've got the Kids in the Hall box set, all 5 seasons, and their recent miniseries, and I'm going to cane that. But I was just read a couple of books, and I was watching some clips online, and there's a really great sketch, very funny sketch by one of them, by a guy called Bruce McCulloch, and it's him going. A lot of people ask me, for advice about becoming a comedian and a writer, and I can't really give advice, but I guess the best I can suggest is you pay no attention to any of your... it goes on for ages. You pay no attention to any of your teachers at school. You listen to loud, miserable music all the time. You argue with your parents. You start getting drunk at a really young age. In fact, you get so drunk one night that your friend Dan steals a truck and you lean out the back urinating. And it goes on, and he's basically describing his very specific slacker life. And then he says, and then you get a TV series like I did. And it's just... and I'm thinking I'm going to nick that when because people ask me for advice about getting in TV. I think I'm going to nick that routine and tell them what my life was up until the point I got the 11 o'clock show, which was pretty much getting drunk and being obnoxious. And then I got a job on the 11 o'clock show. That was it.
Well, that's the easy way out then, I guess, except for having to... make up something on the spot with an awkward question.
Exactly. Zach, listen, I've got to move on. Thank you very much. Line 5. 5, you're on the wireless.
Good evening, Ian. Hi, Kath. It's David here.
Good evening.
Now, I know you're paid hands-free, but I am driving, so I hope you'll...
That's all right. That's all right. You've got a really classy bit of kit there, because I can't hear the car, and I can hear you. Really nice bit of kit. Tasty kit.
Yeah. Excellent. So I've been driving through London, and I was having to think about whether people actually go on double-decker London tours in the middle of winter when it's freezing cold.
Oh, the open deck, top deck thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's great in the summer, but in the winter it's absolutely freezing. So why would you? So I've come up with a business plan for the drivers of both buses.
Yeah.
Which is, they drive around London, and they have an 0898 number, not that sort, but they give a commentary of where they're driving at the time.
Yeah.
Which was a brilliant idea, apart from the fact that when I first rang, I was driving past Trafalgar Square, so I could have talked to you about that. I could have talked to you about the Commons and Parliament and all the history that was there.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, by the time I got through, I'm quite a long way further on.
Oh.
And I'm now approaching New Cross.
Yeah.
So I can tell you the history of how Cardigan Unstoppable Sex Machine used to sing about it.
Yeah.
And the venue. And what a great, iconic nightclub that is. Not that I've ever been
So
there.
hang on, who's doing the phoning up? The people on the bus, or are people phoning up the bus?
No, people are phoning up the bus.
Right.
Because it's too cold to get on the bus.
Right, I got you.
So instead, they just phone up instead. And it'd probably be cheaper as well, because what is it, about 50 quid?
Yeah, so they're a lot of money, those bus trips. They're good, but they're a lot of money.
So they could charge £1 a minute.
Yeah.
They could have a 10-minute tour. save themselves 50 quid and still get all the facts. And in fact, the bus drivers could do it from the comfort of their own homes as well, so they wouldn't even have to go out.
In that case, listen, I mean, it sounds great. Thank you for that. I once went. We've got to go in 50 seconds. The thing I'm saying to Catherine because the timing's terrible. I went on one of those open top coach trips in Cardiff once, right? Because we went to Cardiff. There's not really a lot to do there, right? So we got an open top bus. Went there for a weekend. Got an open top bus. Right, and there's a bit of it when you drive on the motorway to get to the next bit of the. Have you done this, dear listener? The open top tour bus. I don't know if it's a motorway, but it's like it's a really fast road. It's going like 60 miles an hour. It was horrendous. I can see loads of you calling in. Put your phones down because we've got the news coming up. We won't take any more calls now until after 11. I was a cracking first hour. I enjoyed that. We've got another 2 hours of this absolute tosh to go. My name is Iain Lee. She is Catherine Boyle. This is the Late Night Alternative, only on Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Now, ladies and gentlemen. The troubadour.
Dan Hicks and his hot clip.
There are people who live for the moment, and others who don't seem to get much enjoyment. Some are always glad, others always sad. But lately, seems that I've been somewhere in between. It's a funny feeling, love is what I mean. Yes, I'm so in love, can't tell down from up above, down, down, down from up above. I feel like singing. I feel like singing. Got me somewhere in between. Woo. And it's love that's made me a pauper or a king. I don't know which one, but it sure is fun. Fun, 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 fun. I feel like singing, swing, 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 swing. I swing it now. Yes, I'm so in love. Can't tell down from up above. Down, 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 down. I'm so in love. I'm so in love.
I mean, Dan Hicks and his hot licks is such a weird sound. I can't think of any other act that is like that weird kind of country, scat, jazz, folk, bluegrass. It's just, yeah, man. His autobiography is an absolute delight and weird and. Oh, it's a great book. I can't recommend it enough. This is the Late Night Alternative with me, Iain Lee and Catherine Boyle. It's on Talk Radio, weeknights from 10. DAB. You can listen by downloading the app, or you can go to talkradio.co.uk. And final website for the moment, you can watch us this evening. If you go to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/rabbithole, click on subscribe. And you can. Oh, don't forget, and we will mention this. I've not mentioned it for a while. There are 2 podcasts that you can get, at least for now. There are 2 podcasts you can get. There is a daily best of this show, and you get that by going on to iTunes or the Talk Radio website or your usual podcast provider. Type in Iain Lee. Talk Radio, it'll come. It's the one with the Talk Radio logo. It would be really helpful to us if you subscribed, if you wrote a review, and if you shared it with like-minded perverts. And there's also the Rabbit Hole podcast, which Catherine and I do on a more equal basis. And it's a phone-in show recorded live in front of a studio audience. And that comes out every Thursday. And you get that on Acast, iTunes, and again, if you subscribe and like and share, that's brilliant. We'll take calls straight to air tonight, because it just feels like one of those nights. We're kind of talking about clickbait and whatever you fancy, really. 0344 499 1000. The only rules are don't swear and don't be libellous. Apart from that, you can do whatever you want. Let's go to line 1. 1, you're on the wireless.
Oh, hi, Ian. It's Angela here.
Hello, Angela, there.
Hiya. I was just wondering, can I ask you something?
Yes?
I was wondering, you know, someone rings you up out of the blue and they're kind of saying goodbye to you and you wish you could record it. What person would that be for you?
Hang on a minute, I missed that. Catherine, did you get that?
If someone rang you out of the blue and they're saying goodbye to you and you wish you could record it?
Yeah, because my friend passed away of cancer.
Ah, did she make a phone call like that, or do you wish that she had made a phone call like that?
No, he went out the blue one night and he was saying goodbye to me.
Well, I'm sorry for that loss. That's a really good question. It's I know death is a strange old thing, isn't it? Right. And I wonder how many people actually... Because sometimes you don't know you're going to die. You just get knocked down by a bus, or you just have a heart attack, so you don't know you're going to die. Sometimes people do know they're going to die. See, this a story I found really inspiring, and I don't really know the details of it, because I don't know a lot about this guy, despite him being one of my favourite songwriters. There's a pair of songwriters called Boyce and Hart, and they wrote loads of the Monkees songs, right? But Tommy Boyce... Bobby Hart's still alive, but Tommy Boyce, in the early 90s... And I think I've got this right. And I speak to his wife, his widow, from time to time. So apologies, Caroline, if I'm getting this wrong. Okay, and I'm a big fan of Tommy's, but it's kind of shrouded in mystery. I think he discovered in the early 90s. So he would have been in his sort of late 40s, early 50s. That he had a brain aneurysm, and that it was incurable. And that his quality of life would probably degenerate significantly before he died. I think he was getting lots of headaches. And so what he did, without telling anyone this is what he was doing, was he lived in America. He drove all around America and met up with friends that he hadn't seen for years, some that he had seen for a while, and he kind of rocked up, had a meal with them, played some songs with them, and said, well, I'm off now and he said goodbye, and he went off. And it's not got a great ending, this story. I should warn you now, guys. It's got pretty tragic ending. And when he felt that he'd seen and I don't know if he said goodbye or if he just, turned up and shared some precious moments with them. And when he had seen everybody that he felt he needed to see, he took his own life. Quite an unpleasant way, which we don't need to go into. But he took his own life. And I think it's really sad, that story. Of course it's sad, because he's a real talent. Really sad. But I also think that's... The taking one's own life to one side. The going around and seeing people, I think that's... I want to say courageous, but I don't know if that's the right word. Generous? Loving? Maybe a bit selfish? It's all those things. You know what I mean, Catherine? There's something quite beautiful about knowing that your life is going to end one way or another, and going around and I don't know if he said goodbye, I'm not sure, but going around and meeting up with people that have been really significant in your life before you do pass away. That's quite beautiful, I think.
Obviously, he wanted to take control of his final days.
Yeah.
And I think, I bet he didn't tell them because he wanted to be with them the way he'd been with them before. He didn't want it to be sad and different. You know, I guess that the whole beauty of it is you want to just enjoy that friendship without having the shadow of, the final, the final thing over you. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing to do.
Yeah, it is.
And actually, what a gift to give to those friends.
Yeah, 54 years old he was when he passed
man,
away. Yeah,
that's
I know,
no age.
a baby, and it was a bit of an eccentric. We've had Bobby Hart on the show. I'd love to have spoken to Tommy Boyce. I'd love to. Anyway, go on, Angela. Sorry, I hijacked you there a little bit.
My age group, 54.
Are you 54?
Yeah,
you sound a lot. I always
54.
thought you were like, and I'm good with guessing ages. I always thought you were like about 35 or something.
Oh, I wish.
Well, yeah. Imagine being 35 again.
And then I fell over. I didn't have to fall and I broke a bone in my foot.
Hey, someone tweeted that they broke their ribs listening to this show the other day.
What?
I hope that's not the beginning of a litigation case. Who was it? Someone tweeted.
They weren't copying our stunts, were they?
No. Have I got this right? Someone tweeted. Can someone find the tweet? Or if that person can. I can't remember. That they were listening to the show, and I think they were laughing so much. Did I dream this? They were laughing so much that they broke a rib.
What?
No.
You can't.
That can't.
No, it's definitely outside. Mine was outside.
Oh, was it? You did yours outside?
Yeah, definitely outside.
All right. Angela, listen, thank you for that.
But have a nice holiday.
I will. Oh, I will do. Thank you. But then I'm reminded of this. Maybe this is it. Did I imagine this? Page 3 of the Sun. Michael McIntyre put a young fan in hospital when she laughed so much at his gags. Oh, I don't. What is it with the hotel? Who puts the chocolate on the pillow? The comedian's hilarious routines left Jessica Owen, 19, with excruciating chest pains. She was forced to leave his show during the first half and headed to hospital for a checkup. The teenager was diagnosed with an inflamed chest brought on by too much laughing. She told The Sun it was pretty scary. But then I'm sure someone... Hey, it was Sally. Mm-hmm. Sally, what happened? Sally, here we go. I broke a rib last night laughing at an old show. It sent me into a coughing fit, and I heard and felt the snap. Please, can you make the shows dull for a few weeks? What? Why isn't that in the newspapers? And me calling out of date has-been Jim Davidson is in the newspaper. What? How do we get that in? We broke a woman's rib.
What are your ribs made out of, Sally? Rock?
No?
Blackpool Rock.
Blackpool Rock, because you said rock and it could have meant stone.
Yeah, no, I was reeling you in. To ask me more questions. Because I've looked and I've got ages before the next break.
Look at you, Columbo. I don't pay the quarter pasts and the 22 that much respect.
I know you don't.
They're kind of loose. Let's have that in the bloody papers.
Yeah.
Not I'm a celebrity whinger. Jeez.
But he won't put that in the Daily Star because that's his big mate's paper.
Yeah.
Richard Desmond.
Well, the Sun's supposed to be our mates, but they still stitch us up.
I don't think they know.
Oh. Line 2, you're on the wireless.
So I was taking a walk the other day, and I seen a woman, a blind woman, pacing up and down the sidewalk.
I don't know what that was, but I enjoyed it. Line 3, you're on the wireless. Hello, caller. Oh, too slow. Let's go to line 4. 4, you're on the wireless.
Sorry?
Hello, you're on the air.
Hello?
Yes, hello.
What are we talking about? What are we talking about?
I don't know. You called in.
Right, but I'm not listening to the radio, so I'm just phoning up Talk FM. So, I want to talk about...
Talk FM?
And...
Yes?
What's going on?
Where?
the country seems to be talking about, oh, the Russians are going to get nasty with us. Do we not have a right now to talk about the national interest and not self-interest? Everybody should stop worrying about what the Russians may do to us, and we should start thinking about what's right. We are a good country. I believe that from all I've been told throughout history.
Oh, come on. Mate, what a load of old bollocks. What are you on about? What are you talking about?
Well, I'm talking about realism.
No, you're not. You're talking about bollocks.
And what bollocks is that?
Well, everything you've just said. We're a good country. You've read about it in the history books. We invented slavery. Anyway, that to one side. Who cares? Who cares about Russia? How does the Russian story affect you? How has the Russian story affected you today?
It's affected me in as much as it's made me realise that the Conservative Party...
No. I'm going to stop you there. Give me an example of a direct impact, the story... How has it changed your life today?
How has it changed my life today? Well, it's made me reevaluate, once again, and this has happened many times in the last 25, 30 years, because this is a continuous thing. Right.
But what's the actual... Forget the reevaluation, because that's boring. No, that's boring. I won't let you finish, because that's not how this show works. If you're going to phone in with lazy, cliched phone-in topics, at least allow me to try and make your dull call a little bit more interesting, right? And also to help you realise that this Russian story is of no interest to anybody, right? People think it is, but it ain't. Give me one example of today. I don't want reevaluation. I don't want that. One example of one actual impact that story has had on your life today. What has changed for you today, making your life better or worse because of that story? I bet you can't name one thing.
Well, I can actually. It's made my life better because it's been reaffirmed that I live in possibly the best country on the planet.
Oh, for God's sakes. Put the flag down, put the jingoism back in its box. We don't need it, right? So the Russian story has had it hasn't affected your life. Hasn't changed. Is anything different in your life? And please don't talk about living in a great country and all that guff, right? What was different before the Russian gentleman and his daughter were poisoned to what was different afterwards? What changed?
What changed was I used to go to Salisbury for a nice little Sunday out.
Here we go.
And I shall still go to Salisbury for a nice little Sunday out.
So it hasn't changed. So you're still going to go to Salisbury? Because I tell you what, right? My life hasn't changed one bit. The story has because I'm helping you because you're very, very dull. The story has not changed my life in one little bit. If I didn't know this story, my life would be exactly the same. I know this story, my life, it's got no impact on me whatsoever. So why do you think people are interested in what you want to say about it?
Oh, I didn't say people are interested.
Well, you phoned up a radio show to tell people. You must think at the very least I'm interested in what you've got to say about it.
Well, I thought I'd speak to a researcher first and just find out what you're talking about tonight.
Or you could have listened. You could have listened and found out that it's a show unlike any other show where people are allowed to call in about absolutely anything they want, but they will be challenged if they're dull. And researchers don't answer the phone in the radio industry. It's either producers or technical operators, not researchers. So let's get that clear once and for all.
Not people do research. What I'm saying to you is, I was just watching the evening news, and there was a couple of talking heads on the TV. One of them was defending Jeremy Corbyn. One was defending the Conservative Party.
I don't care. I don't care. Why do you think we're interested in this?
occurred to me, sir.
Sorry?
that-
You don't even know my name. The rudeness. You phoned up a radio show with your boring, hackneyed, cliched old phone-in topics, and you don't even know my name? You don't even know my name? How rude. How rude.
Perhaps I recognise your voice, but I need to know your name. The point is...
Well, what's my name?
I don't know your name.
Right, well, I tell you what, here's your homework. Well, you don't even know the name of the radio station.
Well, I think it's Talk FM.
Exactly. We don't even broadcast on FM, so how could it be Talk FM? Listen, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna a really poor show. I'm gonna give you 2 out of 10, and that's me being generous.
Well done, no.
Thanks for calling, or rather, no thanks for calling, but
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, mate. He's still there.
Of course I am. What's the matter with you?
Nothing's the matter with me. I'm just wondering how I'm going to kick-start this show back to life after the last 5 minutes.
Well, it's a genuine thing, isn't it?
Well, it's not genuine because you don't care about it. What do you care about? What makes you cry?
What makes me cry? Yeah. All manner of things.
Go on, give us an example. When was the last time you cried and what was it about?
Oh, it was on Wednesday afternoon. I was driving down the road in my van, then a song came on the radio, and I thought my mum passed away 8 months ago, and I don't know how, out of nowhere, it hit me like a thunderbolt.
It does, doesn't it? It does. I'm sorry for the loss of your mum. What was? Can I ask what the song was?
Oh, bloody Nora! Now you're talking.
Yeah.
It was obscure record that normally would not affect me, but somewhere out of nowhere, it really just got to the gut of my stomach.
And I bet it wasn't a song that was even connected to your mum, but just something about it just made you miss her. Hello? You still there? Oh. Just as we were getting to the human. Just as we were getting to the human. Are you still there, friend? No, we've lost him. Oh. We were just getting to the man. That was incredible. That was an incredible call. It had the potential to be an incredible call, and I knew it did.
But listen to this. Somewhere across town,
Yeah?
Leicester Square,
Yeah.
a phone is ringing at London's biggest C word.
Talk FM. Did you? And here's the thing, dear listener. I wasn't being cruel to him. I knew that man had more to offer. Did we do the quarter past break in the end?
No, you can't be bothered.
Did we not do it? Sod it then. I tell you, could you hear the difference? Of course you could. The difference in his voice when he was talking about that boring Russian story that doesn't really have any impact on our lives and we don't know anything about, to when I asked him what the song was that made him cry. Oh, now you're talking. Passion. We got passion. We got real passion. Sorry well, I know you're not listening, but in case you find this, at some point in the future, sorry for the loss of your mum, man. That's a big one. Parents going is a big one. I think mums for sons. Massive generalisation, guys. Of course. Mums for sons is a very powerful one. A very powerful passing, and thank you for letting us hear a little bit of your emotion. I appreciate that a lot. 0344 499 1000. This is the Late Night Alternative with me, Iain Lee, on Talk Radio.
The wild man of late night radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Talk FM, isn't it? With me and Kath, Monday to Friday, 10 till 1. I'm not here next week. You're here next week.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm not here next week. I won't be listening. No, I'm just going to be watching karate films. I bought a brilliant DVD, Blu-ray. It's 2 hours long. Kung Fu movie trailers.
Oh,
2 hours of Kung Fu movie trailers from the 70s and the 80s. All thought to be lost. I think they were discovered in a restaurant in Birmingham or something like that, like in a basement. All that beautifully restored. So 2 hours, just like 3-minute trailers.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yes.
If you want your friends to come, don't tell them you've got that.
Oh no! Well, one of them's bringing a Bruce Lee film, and the other one's bringing a Steven Seagal film. So we're sorted. It's going to be a great thing. So I'm going to watch that Blu-ray, and then I'm going to watch it again with the audio commentary. It's going to be such a geeky week, guys. 0344 499 1000. Let's go to line one. One, you're on the wireless.
When I go onto the radio, I'm going to discuss the National Railways, the situation of the railways at the moment.
What's the situation with the railways at the moment, my friend?
Well, the problems with the toilets. What do you think of the toilets at the moment?
I try not to sit down in them if I can avoid it.
No, you can't really sit down. But we need something to go through government to help out the railways.
What would be your ideal train journey? Where would you be going from, and where would you go to?
I would go from down Plymouth up to Scotland.
Yeah, and who would you go with?
Great Western Railway.
Yeah, but who would you travel with? Someone? Would you take a friend or a relative with you?
Well, I don't really like people.
So you would go on your own, would you? It's a long journey from Plymouth up to Scotland. What's that, about 5 hours on a train?
I don't think you understand the question I'm asking you.
No, I've understood the question. I'm moving the conversation on, so we try and get a little bit of colour. Do you use the trains regularly, then?
Well, no, not really.
So why the concern about train toilets?
You're not listening. What do you think the situation is with the railway at the moment?
What are you drinking?
Answer my question or not?
I tell you what, I'll answer your question if you then answer my one afterwards. How about that? Does that sound like a deal?
Okay, that's fair.
And you sound like a man of your word, and I certainly am a man of my word. So let's do it. So, what do I think of what do I think of railways at the moment? I think they're overpriced, and I think that they should be significantly cheaper, so that it gets people off the roads. And travelling on... I love travelling on train. It's a great way to travel, but it's just too expensive. What is it you're drinking?
Why are they overpriced, though? Why do you think?
That wasn't the deal.
Russian vodka, something like that.
Russian vodka. OK. Go on, then you can ask me another question. We'll do it this way. You ask me a question, I'll ask you one back. That sounds fair to me. So go on.
Why do you think that they're overpriced on the railway?
Because I think the prices are way too expensive. If you want to get a train on that day, and it's some distance, it can be over £100. It's often cheaper to fly than it is to get the train. That, to me, sounds crazy. How many people have you talked to today, face to face, and who were they?
Nobody. Face to face.
That's
face with you.
Well, we're not face to face, are we?
No, we're not face to face, no.
That makes me feel sad.
You're sad. The problem with the railways, though, you see, there's possible overemployment, maybe.
Overemployment? How much you had to drink today, brother?
Don't know.
What's going on with you, man?
How much you had to drink?
Alcohol? None. No alcohol today. I've had a lot of coffee today, but no alcohol for me today, thankfully.
You need to drink. You need to drink more water.
Who I do? No. There's not enough vodka in the world for me, so I choose not to have any. You sound sad. Do you feel sad?
When I get delayed journeys, then it made me feel sad sometimes.
Yeah.
No, are you sad? Oh.
Yeah, a bit. I'm a bit sad.
Don't be sad.
But I think we both know it's not as easy as that, is it?
Well, sometimes not.
I think we both know. I get the feeling that we are very similar souls, and that we both know that when we feel sad, simply saying "don't be sad," that ain't much of a tonic, is it? That doesn't do the job.
Now people are sad. Just don't say they're sad. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hello. Third favourite band?
Great question. Third favourite band? I would have to say the Bare Naked Ladies. Who's your third favourite band? Great question, by the way. Thank you for that.
You asked the question, the third favourite band.
When did I ask that? Not tonight.
I don't know. Maybe another night.
I think I did. I might have done it another night. It's the kind of silly thing that I would think is clever, but actually isn't that clever at all. But thank you for reminding me. Who's your third favourite band?
I don't really like bands.
Oh no, you don't like bands?
I like the Beatles. I don't. They're not my third favourite band.
Okay, so do you? Is it bands you don't like or music that you don't like?
Oh no, I like the music. I'm just not very good with names.
Okay, no, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. What are you doing this weekend?
I can't remember what I've done.
No, I was asking what are you going to do? Hey, I'm going to ask you a question. Do you know what day it is?
Yeah. It's the evening. Yeah, Monday evening.
It's the evening. What day is it?
Tuesday tomorrow. Oh, not Tuesday. I'm not bothered.
You're not bothered? No. Well, for those who are listening who are bothered, it's Saturday tomorrow, so tonight is Friday night.
Friday night.
Can I tell you something? I'm talking to you. I'm really enjoying talking to you. Enjoying slightly the wrong word, but it'll do for now. But talking to you, I'm getting a very tight feeling in my chest, sort of here. Get a very tight feeling. And I'm I'm hesitating because I'm trying to work out what that tightness is. Because I tend to I tend to physicalise, I feel physically kind of the emotions that are on the sort of negative spectrum. So I don't tend to feel happiness as a physical thing, but I feel...
Can I ask you a question?
Of course you can, yes.
What do you mean?
That is the greatest question of all. What do you mean? What I say is, as I'm talking to you, caller, I've got a tightness in my chest, and I'm trying to work out what it is. And I think it's a mixture of sadness. Oh, I'll tell you exactly what it is. It's like a great, big, heavy grey blanket. That's what it is. A really heavy, thick, grey blanket is on me. And I think that what that means is I'm worried about you.
You're worried about me?
Yeah.
You don't worry about me.
You sure? Because I am worried about you. And I don't mean that to sound patronising or anything. I can't help it. I can't switch it off because you sound like a nice guy. And you sound like a nice guy that's maybe... lost the road a little bit.
You've got path, Iain.
You got a path?
You've got path, Iain.
Okay.
You don't need to worry about me.
I am going to worry about you, though, brother. You know, and even if I didn't want to worry about you, I couldn't turn it off. And I know that there will be at least a handful of people listening who are also concerned about you. And I just think it's important that you know that there are people listening, including me, who are concerned about you and who care about you.
Well, I appreciate you saying that. I appreciate that.
I thought you might. And it's true.
Enjoy your holiday, Iain.
Thank you, mate. I will do. I'm really going to have a great time relaxing and seeing friends and trying to enjoy myself, which is difficult for me to do. I don't like enjoying myself, but I'm going to try and have a go at it.
Well, sometimes you just can't be silent.
Yeah, you're right.
You're silent.
Hey, well, listen, thanks for calling, man. Hopefully we'll speak again.
Okay, bye-bye, Iain.
You take care, fella. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Dear.
That poor bloke.
Yeah, isn't it?
I've got the AA helpline number.
It's always good to give out the AA helpline number. Always good. Alcoholics Anonymous, of course.
And will this help people who are concerned about a loved one, or is this directly for some...
No, you can find out you can phone them and they'll give you put you in the right direction if you're a relative or a friend or someone. Yeah.
Okay, so this is the national helpline, and it's 0800 9177 650. That's 0800 9177 650.
Thank you for that call. I didn't ask your name. It didn't seem appropriate, actually. I kind of enjoyed not knowing your name, and I hope your evening's okay, fella. Let's take a break, shall we?
Jacked up jive talk for janitors, jazz cats, and gin-soaked boys and girls.
Is that Commando?
If you're awake, you're welcome.
I've got 5 cactus needles stuck in my...
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
03444991000. You know, it's one of those shows. I love straight to air. Some nights it doesn't work, and some nights it's just people farting and singing songs down the phone, and sometimes we really, touch the human spirit. I don't know why that call reminded me, but I saw a really good film on Netflix. Everyone's banging on about Annihilation. Is that what it's called? Have you seen it, John? It's good. Everyone was raving about it. It's good. It's long. It's really slow, and it's weird. Right? I'm in, and it's done really, really well. Actually, it's done really well. I would say even though it's nothing to do with space. It's kind of got a 2001 vibe about it. That kind of, slow, slightly psychedelic vibe to it, which is great. I really enjoyed it. For some reason, that call reminded me of the mood of that film. I don't know. 0344 499 1000. Call straight to air. Don't swear. Don't libel anyone. We've got a 7-second delay, so it won't get broadcast. Let's start again. Line 1, you are on the wireless.
Hello.
Hello.
Ian and Kath. How are you?
I've asked Kath to go and get me a decaffeinated coffee because I just need a little lubrication after that last call. But I'm very, very well.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, though, Ian. I was in that.
Can you turn your radio off?
Calling from FM.
No, turn your radio off. Otherwise, it will.
Sorry.
Yes, all right. Otherwise, it will. Well, your mind, I can hear, is already dribbling out of your ear.
Oh, I've got echo on.
Because you've got the radio on.
I'm sorry, mate.
That's all right. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, how are you, and how is Kath?
Kath is fine and dandy, and I'm fine and dandy. We're all right. We're all right. We made it to the end of another week, and not everyone did.
Yeah. You're going... Well, are you going away next week or not?
I'm going away tomorrow.
Where to?
Going to a tiny little cottage somewhere in Wales.
Oh, nice, nice. No, I stayed in Wales many a time, long-distance lorry driver.
Oh, I love it.
Anyway, I was going to get back to Jim Davidson.
Oh, yeah, go on.
Right, my mum, bless her.
Yes.
Now that she's gone.
Yes.
I took my wife to go and pick Mum up. I live in Wiltshire, near Bath, east of Bath, Trowbridge, actually.
Yes.
And we went up. I said to Leslie, let's go and pick Mum up, take her to a show.
Sounds like a nice idea, yes.
Sorry?
Sounds like a nice idea, yes.
Yeah. So we went up to London.
Yeah.
Picked my mum up. She didn't know anything about it.
Beautiful.
And then we were going to take her back here so she could have a week here.
Yeah.
Spend with us. And Nip was right, there was only babies then.
Yeah.
So went and picked Mum up in London. Said, how do you fancy going to see a show?
Yeah.
Yeah, fine, thanks, Clive. She had cancer.
Right.
So went down to the big centre in Bournemouth.
Right.
And said, how do you fancy going to see Jim Davidson?
Oh.
She said, oh, that'd be great. So we went to see him, and somebody in the audience was saying something, and Jim said, who are you? Who do you work for and what have you? And he said, whatever, newspaper.
Okay, well, Clive.
Yeah.
That language might be acceptable at a Jim Davidson concert. Right,
no, the F word, yeah.
Yeah, well, I know, I heard it, and so did the people watching on YouTube. But yes, so Jim Davidson told this person they could F off, yes.
Oh, I do apologise.
It's all right, we got it, we dumped it, no, it's fine, go on, but just don't say it again, otherwise I have to cut you off.
Right.
Yes.
So anyway, after the show, we went to the bar and took Mum for a drink and went a meal and what have you.
Yeah.
And Jim and the warm-up comedian, and whoever this woman was there.
Yeah.
I said to Jim, Mr. Davidson, is there a chance of you having a photograph, please, with me Mum? And he said, oh, God, no, not again.
Huh?
As though he's had it plenty of times, which he probably had.
Yeah, very famous man, yes, yeah.
And I told him, well, my mum's got cancer, she ain't got long to live.
Yeah.
And he said, I'm not doing that.
Oh.
Anyway, the warm-up guy, he said, I'll do it. And I said, thanks very much. And we had a photograph of me Mum with the warm-up comedian.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope I haven't got a 2 out of 10.
So Jim Davidson wouldn't have a picture done with your mum?
That's right, yeah. He was a real B, mate.
Yeah.
B-I-S.
Yeah, well, that's let me just say in his defence, maybe he was having a tough day. You never know. Maybe he was.
That's fine.
Maybe he was having a tough day.
Tickets, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. Well, this is why when me and Kath do a show, or I do a show on my own, if someone's put a few quid in my pocket, I always, if we can, always go and meet people and shake hands and say hello. I always think it's common courtesy. If people are giving you money, the least you can do is go and look them in the eye and say thank you very much indeed.
Well, being a long-distance lorry driver...
Yes.
When you see your customer...
Yeah.
At the other end...
Well... Clive...
You've got to say please and thank you.
Haven't you just? Thank you very much indeed. Catherine, please don't ever leave the show during the show again, even if I ask you to like I did then.
Why?
Well, within 30 seconds of you walking out, we had an F-bomb from Clive.
Really?
Yeah. The language...
Not Clive.
The language just fell through the gutter as soon as you left. Your calming influence... vanished and everyone got all a little bit uppity.
Wow.
So, please don't go.
It's like you're the supply teacher and I'm the headmistress.
Oh, man alive.
They play you up, don't they?
Don't they just? Let's go to line 2. 2, you're on the wireless.
Hi. Hang on a second. Alexa?
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here, sorry.
That's okay.
Hi.
Hi there.
My name is Chloe.
Okay, Chloe.
And, well, I'm transgender.
Right.
So sorry if my voice slips around a little bit.
That's okay.
But yes, for a start, just wanted to mention that you had someone call a few weeks back now, I think, or maybe months. Skylar?
Yeah, we did. When was Skylar? I remember that, because I love the name Skylar. It's the name of Walter White's wife in Breaking Bad, and I love the name Skylar. That was a while ago, wasn't it? That was a while ago. Yes, we had a Skylar.
Well, yeah. Well, I actually know. I actually know Skylar.
Wowzers.
Interesting person. I mean, you know.
Well, Skylar's not here, so let's talk about you, Chloe.
No. I was just saying, interesting person and so on, but can be a bit much.
Well, okay, like I say, Skylar's not here, so let's talk. What have you called in for?
No. Oh, well, I was just calling because, it was Skylar that got me into this show, actually.
Oh, fantastic!
And yeah, and well, I've just been listening with another of my friends here tonight.
Yeah.
And we're thinking, we'd like to, call and actually, talk to you and whatever. Because I used to be on radio myself.
Oh, did you? What did you used to do?
Nothing major. It was just a radio thing in college, at the West of England School and College for the Blind in Exeter.
I was going to say you come kind of like Plymouth way, because I'm just getting a little twang of an accent there.
Well, that's interesting, because normally nobody can tell what accent I've got, because I've gone all over the bloody place.
Yeah, I know, but I just get a little hint of the southwest in there. Not a lot, but a little hint.
Yeah. Well, I was brought up in Somerset, and
there it is. There it was. When you said Somerset, it just jumped out at us from behind a bush and waved its arms. There it was. That was great.
Like I say, I was brought up there.
Yeah.
Technically, though.
Yeah.
Technically, I was born a monkey hinger.
A what?
A monkey hinger. It's what you call people from Hartlepool.
Is that where they hung the monkey, thinking it was a French spy?
Yeah.
And they call it monkey hingers, not monkey hangers. Oh, I like that.
No, they call it hingers.
I love quirks of the language like that. You monkey hinger. That's a great one. I'm going to use that. Probably best not.
Amazing.
So what do you do now then, Chloe?
Well, I live in Shepton Mallet.
I know Shepton.
Oh, poor you.
No, I've been to Shepton. Shepton's great.
No, it's a dump.
Oh, okay. I used to go boozing in Shepton Mallet. There was a
Really?
Probably your fault it's a dump then.
Yeah, well, there was I used to visit a friend in Glastonbury, and we'd go to Shepton to a pub, and we'd score dope. Okay. But so what do you do for a living?
Unemployed at the moment.
Yeah.
Unemployed at the moment, which is a shame. But it's hard to get work when you're visually impaired for a start, and then it's even harder because, of course, everybody's wanting a bloody job at the minute. So.
Yeah, of course they are. Hey, Chloe, listen, I have to go because we're going up to the news, but I've really enjoyed talking to you. We haven't spoken before, have we? No.
No.
Okay. Well, listen, I'm off next week, but make sure you call again when I'm back. We'll call next week and speak to Tommy Boyd as well if you want. But I've got to go to the news. But it's really nice to talk to you, Chloe. Thanks a lot.
Okay.
Take care. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye. I enjoyed that. 0344 499 1000 is the phone number. One more hour of Call Straight to It. I'm Iain Lee. This is the Late Night Alternative on Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
The mood is full, but there is an incompleteness. The days are beautiful, but I feel a bit of sweetness. If I had a wish, or even a choice, I'd wake up to the sound of your voice. How I miss waking up to the sound of your voice. I let you down and throw right off of your good list. I hope each day you'll find peace and forgiveness. The alarm clock rings, what a lonely noise, and I long for the sound of your voice. Oh, how I miss waking up to the sound of your voice. Take it from me, there's not much to see in this voice. The same goes, there will be other dancers. This little song is about second chances. Just say the word and I will rejoice and wake up to the sound of your voice. Oh, how I miss waking up to the sound, to the sound, to the sound, to the sound. Waking up to the sound of your voice. Take it from me, there's not much to see in this voice.
And just think, in a little over a week's time, the 25th, they're all going to be playing together again for the first time in years. The Bare Naked Ladies will be playing. Listen, I know it's not the Beatles reuniting. I know it's not. I get it. But they are my third favourite band. Sometimes they're my second. And they're going to be reuniting. I think they might just be doing a few songs, but that means next Sunday there's going to be videos online. There's going to be videos online. I'm doing Good Morning Britain the next day, Showbiz. I'm slipping that in. They want me to talk about Cheryl and Liam and all that. I'm slipping in the Bare Naked Ladies. Nobody can stop me. Nobody! Somebody stop me! I'm smoking!
Tragic comic rants about naked women.
That's what it's going to be! That's what it's going to be. I'm going to slip that in. 0344 499 1000. It's been a really interesting show tonight. I was expecting a lot of knockabout, slapstick fun.
There's been no slaps and there's been very few sticks.
But we've had some funny calls, and we've had some. We've spoken to some real humans. I'm aware that sounds dumb, but actually, I mean to some real people tonight. Thank you for that, man. Thank you, everyone that's called in. It's your choice. Honestly, if you want to phone up and sing a song, do something stupid, have a go at me, whatever you want, you can do anything. We're not steering this ship. We're not filtering the calls or anything. I'm answering the calls as they come up on my screen.
Don't say we're not steering the ship. I've got my contract negotiations next week. Can you say it's being done very, very carefully by Kath?
We've got lots of callers calling in whose... The system we've got here, for regular callers, their name comes up on the screen. Like your phone, your mobile phone, your mum's calling.
But they still always tell you it's mum.
Yeah.
It's mum.
But we've got loads of numbers that we've never seen before phoning in, which is really interesting. 0344 499 1000. Here's one. Line 7, you're on the wireless. Hello, caller, you're on the air. Nope, you're a little bit shy. Let's go to line 8. Line 8, you're on the wireless.
Hello.
Hello, line 8, you're on the air. What have you got for us?
Hello there. Can I speak to Iain, please?
Yes, speaking to him.
Hello, Iain. How you doing, all right?
I'm good, thanks, mate. Who's
Hello,
this?
Kath. It's Matt from Southampton.
Hello, Matt from Southampton, mate. What you got for us?
Thank God I got through. I've been on this music. It's killing me.
Do you not... Hang on a minute. Do you not get to listen to the radio when you phone up?
No, I was listening to the radio on the TV, but in my ear I've been hearing this,
No,
this
shut
music
up.
playing.
Shut up, man. I keep trying to touch this screen. It's not a touch screen. Right, stay there. Hang on a second. 0344 499 1000. Wait, let's find out. I thought you heard the radio when you phoned.
Thank you for calling Talk Radio. Calls are charged at your provider's national rate. Your call will be answered shortly. Thank you for holding.
You're joking? You get that?
Yeah, but then if someone picks up, surely...
How do I answer it? What? Hang on a minute.
Oh, yeah.
How do... This is a head...
John needs to pick it up.
Look, John, can you answer me, please? Hello? No. We're stuck...
Hello?
Hello?
You still there?
I'm here, but I want to talk to me. Hang on a second. I think I'm here now. Hang on. Hello? No. Hello, me. What the hell? It's like the episode of Sapphire and Steel where they're stuck in the cafe forever. There's a reference for the teenagers. Oh well, screw that. Screw that, loser.
Crazy bongos.
Crazy bongos. Anyway, man, what you got for us?
Listen, someone's been keeping me up for a couple of nights now.
Is it Viagra?
I need to get...
That's a good joke, isn't it?
Well...
Yeah, inappropriate.
No. Listen, I need to get your opinion on it.
Yep.
And,
oh, God, I hope it isn't Viagra. I don't want an opinion on that. No, let's stop making jokes about that. Go.
It's you. Don't say let's. It's you.
All right. Well, can you just stop making jokes about it, Kath? Yes.
Can I get it over the counter?
Do you remember the books that you would get for your English GCSE that would help you research Chaucer?
No,
and
they were banned, right?
Yeah.
I had an English teacher. I've told you about him. He was amazing.
Yeah.
But unusual teaching methods, let's just say.
Okay.
He used to scream across the playground if he'd read someone's essay and he detected York notes.
Yeah, that's fine.
He used to scream across the playground that they had AIDS. Study aids.
Yeah, well, they were exactly. The ones we use weren't York. They were made by a company called Let's.
Yes.
Let's Study AIDS. Let's Study AIDS. And
But
of
the
course,
thing is, the geniuses that used them used to just quote them verbatim. So,
Well,
Mr. Black Hawkins would be reading the same essay
but
over and over.
this was the joke in the playground in 1985. Yeah, what did you do in school? Well, let's study AIDS. It didn't matter.
Oh, dear.
It was bleak times. Honestly, it was playground humour.
Them 90s, eh?
Yeah, it was the 80s. It was the 80s.
Not for me, it wasn't.
Well, no, it wasn't for me. Well, it was actually. Anyway, what do you want, boy?
I'm sorry, I've lost the train of thought now. Now, listen,
yes.
If you're born blind,
yeah,
and deaf,
yep,
how do you know what your sexuality is?
Well, you don't. You don't. I guess. Well, no, maybe you do. Okay, hang on a second. Obviously, I'm born blind.
Because I've been thinking about it.
Okay,
I've got some ideas.
Go
about
on, let's hear your ideas because I know some. I know the answer, but go on.
Well, maybe I shouldn't spit off all what I'm thinking then.
Spit off what you're thinking.
From the fact. No, I'm going to look like an idiot now. If you've got the actual facts.
Well, no, but just tell me. Give me.
Come on, Matt.
This is my train of thought. Then. If you can't hear someone and you've never heard a voice and you can't see anybody and you've never seen anybody before, this idea of lust and attraction is not going to be there for you, right? But you're going to, let's say this person, although they're blind and deaf, is still healthy and they grow up.
Yeah.
They're going to hit the teenage years.
Yeah.
They're going to start exploring their body like you do as a teenager, right? And they're going to, they're going to find out when you touch your genitalia, it feels good.
Yeah.
They're still going to have the feeling, aren't they?
Yeah.
So the object of their desire is going to become that touch and feeling. They're not going to have a sexuality. They're going to have a sexual release that is connected to, I don't know what, but that's as far as I can get with it. They can't be gay or straight, can they? Or anywhere on that spectrum.
Yes, they can. Yes, they can.
Sexual release is going to be from.
Well, here's the thing, right? First of all, they will explore their bodies, I would imagine, significantly earlier. Well, but our kids explore their bodies, and other people's can't just
stop exploring their bodies.
Cats just roll their eyebrows. Young kids explore their bodies, and they grab onto bits, and they, touch bits, and they put their fingers up bits, and do all kinds of things, right? And if your only if your key sensation is touch, then your hands will be all over your body, right? But being deaf and blind does not exclude you from communication and interaction with other people, because there are several really skilled ways of being able to communicate with deaf and blind people, and then being able to communicate with people who are not deaf and blind. And I think the most common one is touching of the hand, isn't it? There is a whole language, in the same way that we have words as language, in the same way that there is. I was doing some filming today, and there were two deaf women saw me, and they were using sign language. And the only sign language I know is congratulations, because I learnt it to send a message to someone who won an award the other day. But so there is sign language, and the next step is kind of language involving touching of the hands. So they would still be able to communicate, and they would still. Yeah, you'd still have gay and straight and bi and.
Can I introduce another thing?
Please do.
Smell.
Yeah. Men stink and women smell lovely.
Different from men.
Yeah.
And I think that if you only have those, I mean, I don't know, but I would imagine that if you have an enhanced sense of smell, because that's all you have apart from that and touch, there is something quite primeval about the smell of the opposite sex, or the same sex if you're gay, So I think that might play a part as well.
That's interesting. That's the most interesting thing I've heard yet on this.
Oh,
of course it is. It's
Catherine, just come on, man. Just come on. Be like me. When I get something right, which is, let's be honest, all the time, I am very.
I'll give you, but the touch. I mean, it's either going to be a man or a woman touching you, isn't it? It's going to be like big, rough hands.
No, but it's a language. It's a whole language. So sexuality could be discussed using this language.
But they can't hear you and they can't see you.
Right, and?
So how can you communicate an idea to someone like that?
Well, but using language. It's still a language. Of course you
What
can
language?
Well, I don't know what it's called.
It's like they're drawing on the palm of your hand.
Yeah, there's different shapes drawn and fingers touched and things. It's a whole alphabet and language used simply by touching people in that certain places of the hand.
So do you think that they could communicate, like someone who was deaf or blind, that could communicate something that they wanted to somebody else?
Yeah. It's a language.
I'm hungry or thirsty.
It's a complete language.
Where's the bus?
It's a complete language, yeah.
This is great. This is an eye-opener for me.
Can I just ask you one question?
Yeah.
Whose point was better? Kath's nonsense about... Kath's... Because you thought I was making up the touching of the hands and the language. It's honestly, I don't know what it's called, but someone will tell me.
The smell I can understand, because I can relate to that, because I understand, women smell nice to me, and I get that.
Well, if you've ever sat opposite Ozzy Osbourne, he smells nice. He's the most... Honestly, I've interviewed Ozzy Osbourne, the most beautiful-smelling human being I've ever smelled. Incredible.
He probably got his wife's perfume cabinet.
Yeah, possibly. Drank it.
All right.
Christian raises a point, and I wonder if Christian... I don't think Christian's telling a joke, because he does preface it with not being funny.
Oh.
Right. No, but... And in this, if he is making a joke, actually, it does raise a really good point. Taste.
Yeah.
Taste. The taste of... I would imagine that men taste different to women. And that can be in every context. That can be from an ear nibble to a kiss to genitals to bodily secretions. It all... I'm trying to... Come on, Kath. It all tastes different, and taste is part of arousal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Taste and feeling with the mouth is part of the arousal template.
Chocolate, olives.
Olives. Oh man,
they're an aphrodisiac.
Oh, God. Olives are not an aphrodisiac. Jeez.
Why do you think the Italians are such great lovers?
Oh, for goodness sakes! Thanks for the call.
Yeah, cheers.
I have some insight into the last question.
Yeah.
They ain't.
But the Spaniards, though, Kath, huh?
No. Very disappointing.
Hello...
I've not tried them all, though.
Hello, line 2.
Hello there, Ian. Can I tell you a joke, or do you want me to sing you a song?
I'd love a song. I'm in the mood for a song.
Okay, I'm going to give you a song. By the way, Ian, my songs are rubbish and are not good enough for your show. Permission to pull out, please, sir!
Permission granted! I like that. Someone who realises they're not up to the job. Got to respect that. Let's go to line 3, then we'll have a break. Hello, line 3, you're on the wireless.
Hi, Ian. I'm Richard, and I'm alcohol dependent. I wanted to talk about...
There's an opening statement.
It is
Yeah?
Get a detox.
Yeah? Go on, then, Richard. Tell me what's going on with you, brother.
Well, I've been in hospital 5 times this year.
Yeah.
I'm alcohol dependent.
Yeah.
And I can't even get a detox. They kicked me out after 2 days.
Did we speak earlier in the week, Richard?
No, it's the first time I've rung.
Okay, all right, no, okay, it's similar. You're probably right. It's similar to another call, but you're probably right. Okay, so what do you want?
I just wanted to shout out to, I want to give up alcohol.
Yeah.
I'm alcohol dependent. I've gone to all the charities. I've gone to the hospital 5 times this year.
Yeah.
And for 2 days, I'm on Omeprazole for my stomach.
Yeah.
Because I'm drinking whiskey and I can't keep food down, water down, nothing down. So I have to be drip fed. So basically I have to ring up the hospital, go in.
Wow, for your dinner?
You know, obviously I'm self-harming, so I feel guilty about it.
Yeah.
And then you see other people in there who've got their own problems. I'm doing it to myself.
Yeah, that's just it's still valid.
I get 2 days of treatment.
Yeah.
I only need another 5 days and I could be off alcohol, and they kick me out, and I'm left on my own in my own flat, on my own.
Yeah.
And it's just 5 times it's happened this since the beginning of the year. I don't think it's right. I think people with alcohol, right? Why can't we get sorted out straight away? Why do we have to wait?
Well, it's not just. Hang on a minute. It isn't. In fairness, the NHS is overstretched and understaffed, and it's not just. Hang on a minute. Let me finish. It's not just. It's not just people with alcohol problems that can't get the treatment that they need straight away or at all. It's people with diabetes and people with cancer and people with MS.
I've got diabetes and I've
Good
got
for you.
pancreatitis.
Okay, well then, okay. So but it's not just. Okay, it's not just people with alcohol issues that are not, feel slightly neglected by the health service. Okay, so don't take it so personally, right?
No, it's just. If I could just get the extra... They give me 2 days treatment to cover my alcohol.
Yeah.
I go through all the withdrawals. I'm, getting all the... I'm tripping out my face. I'm seeing things. I'm going through the, motions of withdrawal.
Yes.
And then for the case of an extra 5 days... the crisis team come in and tell the doctor, leave him in there 5 days. They write the notes to the doctor, and then they just leave me, tell me to disappear. You know when the east from the beast come?
Yes.
And I had to 25 miles. I had to get a taxi.
Yeah.
Back to my own place on my own.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
And I was having seizures.
So what are you going to do about it?
Like they said, oh,
okay.
Here's an extra dose of Librium.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So listen, it's
closed.
okay.
You can't get a drink.
Okay.
And just left me to my own device.
So what are you going to do about it?
Well, I'm already going to a charity called Lifeline.
Yeah. I'm aware of Lifeline. Yeah.
And all I'm getting is asked 20 questions. I'm trying to drop my drink down by 10%. I'm walking the dog. I'm trying to get out and about. I'm trying to reduce, but I'm just on my own. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
I just want to give up.
Okay, well, I don't know your situation, and obviously I'm not a doctor. I kind of suspect from what you're telling me that perhaps giving up straight away, in one go, is not going to be the healthiest thing that you could do, and that you probably need some kind of guided reduction.
I'm on 26 to 36 units a day.
Okay, so that's a lot of units, man. What does your GP say?
I've been to my doctor because I've been having pancreatitis. That's what messed me up in January.
Yeah.
He put me on morphine.
What does your I'm going to ask you questions, and I really want you to focus on the questions that I ask. Okay, I just want the answers to the questions. What has your doctor said about your alcoholism?
He says go and see this charity.
Right, and so what have this charity said about your alcoholism?
I scored top points, and they're going to pass me on to the top player.
Okay. No. Focus on my questions. If you don't, just for a minute, I'll let you have it. I just want to focus because this is the thing I noticed, that people when they're drunk they tend to go off on tangents a bit, which isn't particularly helpful to anyone.
I'm not drunk.
You are.
You think?
Yeah, you are.
Oh,
you probably feel... No, I'm not telling you off at all.
No, I don't even know I am.
You probably feel normal, but your normal will be someone else's, absolutely steaming. So when did you see Lifeline?
This Wednesday.
Okay, so 2 days ago.
And I've got two
and what?
Appointments next week.
You got 2 appointments with Lifeline next week.
Yeah.
And what do they hope? What did they say was going to happen in those appointments?
I've got an alcohol assessment.
Beautiful, yeah.
And then I see somebody else.
Okay. And what do... Cause I've heard of Lifeline, but I don't know exactly what they do. Are they suggesting that if you meet the criteria, you might go into... They might put you into rehab or a treatment centre?
No, they just offered me thiamine. And I went, well...
No, they offered you, what, a drug?
No, it's B1. Thiamine is B1.
So they offered you a vitamin?
Yes.
Right, so what are these two... What are these... Okay, what are these two appointments you've got with them, then? It sounds like they're offering you slightly more than just a vitamin.
It's an alcohol assessment.
Right.
And then...
Right. And then...
to see somebody else.
Who's this other person? Who's this other person they want you to see?
Alcohol advisor that, it's either greed or need. It's called greed or need.
Right.
Whether you either need alcohol or it's greed.
Right.
So, but I've already done that. I've already done 6 months with them before.
Okay, and hang on a minute. When you say you did what? You did 6 months? Hang on. You did... Who did you do the detox with?
I haven't had a detox.
All right, okay. Who did you do? You did 6 months with Lifeline. What else did they do for you?
That was by a court order.
Here we go.
Yeah, and I've done 6 months a group therapy session.
Yeah.
Where I've done 8 weeks, twice, with two different... One was a motivational thing.
Yeah.
One was to learn how to be self-controlling.
Yeah, okay.
With drink.
Okay.
And it didn't work.
What's the longest you've been without a drink? In the last 3 years, what's the longest you've been without a drink?
10 weeks.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say less than 10 weeks. When did you get that?
After I had pancreatitis.
Yeah.
And
so how long ago was that? How long ago was that? How long ago?
Last June, and I got a job, and I got...
Dude, this is incredible. Okay. What helped you get sober? 10 weeks is amazing, man, and you've done that, so you can do it again. What made you put down the drink then last year?
I got a detox.
Right, and how did you? And you got a detox from the hospital.
Yeah.
Do you want to stop drinking?
I've got. Of course I do. I totally want to stop. I've got 5 children. My wife's kicked me out. I live in a flat on my own. My son's in the army. He's 17.
Yeah.
He's just come back this weekend. And he wants me to, come on, son. Do you know what I mean? He's like, come on.
Good for your wife. Good for your wife for looking after herself and looking after the kids.
I know, yeah. She's stuck at home with 4 kids.
Yeah, she did the right thing kicking you out, didn't she?
Yeah, of course she did.
You've got that. Brilliant. No, you're not an idiot. You're sick. That's all. But she's done the right thing. She's looking after herself and she's looking after the kids, and that's brilliant. And you got 10 weeks last year, which is brilliant, man. I thought you were going to say you couldn't get 10 minutes. All right, fine. All right. Well, then you've got this. You need to go to Lifeline. You need to go to your GP, and you need to say to them that you need help, man, and you need it now.
I have. I begged. I was in hospital last week.
Yeah.
I couldn't eat. I was on the Omeprazole drip.
Yeah.
Omeprazole is for your stomach.
Right. Okay.
Because you can't eat or drink.
You know you're going to die. Yeah. You know you're killing yourself.
Yes, I know I am.
I know
I've got a cyst on my pancreas.
Yeah. That's bad.
An MRI scan.
Yeah.
And I've got a cyst on my pancreas because of drinking.
Yeah.
And my liver enzymes are way high.
All right. Listen, I don't know what to say to you, man. I don't know what to say to you. What I do know is that you having 10 weeks is really inspiring, and it proves that you can do it, and you need to go to the doctor and you need to go to Lifeline and maybe you need to speak to Alcoholics Anonymous and maybe you need to, if you go to AA, you might be able to speak to some people there. Don't give me an excuse.
I just wanted to say...
Go on.
I just wanted to say...
Yep.
That every time I've been to the hospital 5 times, I've said to them, I want to give up alcohol.
Yeah.
And they've put me on lithium, which is like to cover the alcohol withdrawals.
Yeah.
And for the sake of 5 days...
I know, mate. I know. You've told me this several times, and there's not... I know. We're going around...
I just want to say to everybody who's an alcoholic that wants to give up...
Yes.
That the NHS and the doctors and everybody else are continually leaving people to drink.
Well, no. I'm not going to. No. I'm not going to let you, because maybe you're just unlucky where you are. And babies die in hospital, and people die in hospital. You know, they're doing the best they can. They're doing the best they can. Dude, I'm going to stop you. I'm going to stop. No. I am going to stop you now because we're going round in circles, and you're doing that. We're doing that little dance that a sober person does with a drunk person, where we're going round in circles. Why don't you give me a call in 2 weeks when I'm back, and let us know how it went with Lifeline.
Okay.
And your GP.
I listen to you every night, Ian, and I appreciate you.
You've got an excellent taste in radio shows, and I remember what that 10 weeks felt like. Remember what that 10 weeks felt like when you were sober. Yeah. Remember what it's like. Remember what it's like to be sat with your kids sober, not stinking of booze. They're not scared that you're going to do whatever it is you do when you're drunk.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
It was amazing,
Yeah. Focus on that, man.
I suffer from anxiety.
Okay.
And somebody turned around and called me a fat twat.
Okay. Well, that's okay. Listen. Okay. Listen. I'm stopping this conversation now, not because I think you're a fat twat or because I dislike you, but because I'm just aware that we kind of, you know, we're just stuck in a little rut here. Okay, so it's not helping either of us.
No problem.
Give me a call in a couple of weeks. You can do it, man.
Yeah, I'll keep fighting.
I know.
That's all we can do, innit, mate?
Well, I here's the thing. I don't think it's the fighting you need to do. I think you need to surrender, man.
Surrender?
Yeah.
All right. I'll listen to that.
Have a think about that and what that might mean, yeah?
All right,
all right, man. Take care.
Thank you.
You can do it, brother.
Bye.
Take care.
Dead of Night Discourse for disco queens.
I'm related to Jed Wood and Dolly Parton.
Dairy farmers
Aye.
and distant fathers.
Yeah, whatever.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee.
Doing lots of things that we don't know about, we can't control.
On Talk Radio.
Yeah, it's great.
Line 1, you're on the wireless.
Hello?
Hello, you're on the air.
Oh, hi, Ian. It's Dorothy.
Hello, Dorothy. It's Ian.
Hello. I called you a
Bastard.
2 weeks ago.
Oh, sorry, right. Right, yes.
Sorry?
No, you called a few weeks ago, yes.
Regarding the walk all over cancer, and I was just ringing to...
Oh, it's Dorothy who doesn't know how to use computers! Flippin' heck, the most frustrating caller I have ever spoken to in my life!
From now on, we're calling you Cyber Dorothy.
Oh, for goodness sakes, honestly, it was a nightmare. She was doing a charity walk for cancer, and we were just trying to find out the link, and it was a nightmare. And then that video kind of went online, and then your daughter went, "Oh my God, that's my mum. That's so embarrassing." How did the walk go, Dorothy?
Well, I'm halfway through.
What?
It's day 15, and I thought I'd give you a quick update.
Right, yeah, hang on, yeah.
I fell asleep when I was listening to you about an hour ago. I nodded off, so I'm sorry it's so late I'm ringing you.
She's phoning up and dissing me for. This is outrageous.
Outrageous. Yes. I know, it's totally... I should stay awake for the whole time you're on.
Yes, you should, Dorothy.
I do try.
No, fair play. I did fall asleep halfway through your last call, so... it just went on forever. I think in another universe, it's still going on. So you're at day 15. So what does that mean? What have you done so far, then?
I'm really, really doing well. I just tried, you'll laugh at this, I just tried to send you an email with my latest picture of my latest steps, which was 11,855 today.
Yeah.
But I couldn't send it anyway.
No, of course you couldn't. Well, of course you couldn't.
It'll arrive in 3 weeks.
It's Iain at iainlee.com, isn't it?
Yes, but it's IAIN.
Yes, I've got that.
that? Okay,
yes,
yeah.
Yes, I've got that.
All
Yeah,
right.
it's fine. Yeah, I've done every single day in the snow, the rain, the hail, everything.
And was it you've got to walk 10,000 steps a day?
Yes, but I've a couple of days I've done 18,000, another day I've done 33,000.
You are going to be so buff at the end of this.
My legs today, I said to my husband, why are my legs aching today? And he said, probably because you're building muscle.
Yeah.
Which is really good. So I just felt that I wanted to thank you and Kath and all your lovely callers. I had some amazing comments and some really good encouragement, and a lot of people said that I made them laugh, and I'm so pleased about
You
that.
made us laugh a lot.
Yeah.
You were a very good sport. How much money do you stand to make?
Right, at the moment, are you sitting down?
I'm sitting down.
It is about £817.
Flipping heck. Wasn't your target like 200 quid or something?
It was 200, yes. I had 130 when I phoned you.
That's brilliant. Well done, you.
And I've got about 40 or 50 pounds from people that didn't want to do it online, wanted to do it on the sheet of paper.
Cash in hand, very nice. I like
Well,
your
no,
style. Let's be honest, 50 quid ain't going to make a difference to cancer. Go out and buy a nice pair of trousers
Hey!
or something.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Oh, good for you, Dorothy. Well done.
Yeah. No, well, thank you so much. You were so kind and so,
Patient.
patient.
I'm
yes,
very patient. Oh, no, you were a good sport, and I think everybody fell in love with you that night. And
Oh, thank you. I went into work, this will make you laugh, I went into work, and I always go into work happy, because I think if you go into work happy, 99% of the time you'll stay happy. It's only once in a while that you'll trip up.
Yeah.
So I walked into the door, and I walked into this entrance hall, and I went, hip, 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 because nobody understands what that means.
No.
If they don't get you, they don't get that. And this voice from an office went, oh, my God, you know that.
Yes!
And,
We're going mainstream, baby!
And he just, I can't believe it. I've never met anybody that's spoken. And we've become quite close mates.
Oh, there you go. Well, listen. So what? You've got another. You said you've got another 15 days of doing this.
15 days, yes. So I'll give you a call when I finish, if that's okay.
Please do. We'd love to hear from you, and I wish you the best of luck. And you're a good sport.
Can I ask a question?
Uh-oh.
How do we find your Just Giving page again?
No, don't! I don't want to know! Dorothy?
I haven't got a clue.
No.
I'll find it tonight.
We've only got 20 minutes, then Martin Kellner's on it. We haven't got the time. Dorothy, lovely to talk to you. Send my love to your daughter as well.
I will do. Did you hear what she said?
No, go on.
She said, now you all know what I've had to put up with for 39 years.
Yeah, and it felt like 39 years. Dorothy, thank you very much. You're a very good sport. Let's go to line 3. Line 3, you're on the wireless.
Hey, Ian, how you doing? It's Andy.
Hello, Andy. I'm very well, mate. What you got for us?
Cool. Listen, I just wanted to call up. Sorry, I'm a little bit tipsy, but I'm okay. I'm okay. You know, when you've had one of those nights and it's been a little bit reflective and a little bit happy, and then a few tears and then whatnot.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to say, after the week that we've had with Ken Dodd going and Jim Bowen and Stephen Hawking, that we've made it through.
Yeah.
And I really hope that you have a lovely holiday next week.
Hey, listen to you. He's doing that. I'm not drunk, but I flipping love you, man. You're my best. You are my... No. Seriously. You are my best... And we don't see enough of each other. You're my best mate in the whole flipping
I'm
world.
going to phone you tomorrow.
I love you, man.
Orville. But listen, dude, do have a good one.
Yes.
Evening, Kath, by the way.
Evening, Andy.
This is a bromo.
How are
We're having
you?
a bromo. Look, hang on a minute. He's
He's going to ask me if I like the One Show in a minute.
He's got beer goggles on.
I'm reaching for my copy of the Fuddler.
Andy, you're a terrible old...
Kath, are you looking forward to your holiday without Ian?
Right, that's rude. I've cut him off. Line 3, you're on the wireless. Hello, caller.
Hello. Hi, Ian. Hi, Kath.
Hello.
I wanted to play a little game.
Oh, beautiful. I'm in.
I want to play a game.
I want to play a game.
Exactly. I wanted to ask if you could, in 20 questions, find out who I'm related to that you know.
Oh! Okay. Is someone we
Yes
know?
or no questions only.
Do we?
Do we both know this person? Question one.
Yes.
Right. Is it Justin
That's
Dealey?
number one. Pardon?
Is it Justin Dealey?
No.
Is it someone we... Well, it will be someone connected with BBC Three Counties.
BBC Three Counties?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Three down. Okay, we've got to start rationing these questions then.
Okay, there we go.
So it's not connected to... So someone we both know. Is it someone that we have both physically met?
Yes.
Right, 4.
That's 4.
So it's got to be someone from...
Is it a famous person?
No.
No, 5. Is it someone from Talk Radio?
Yes.
6.
Well, we only speak to about 5, so this is going to be easy.
I don't know anyone that works here because I hate
She
everyone.
sounds nice, so let's rule out... Let's rule out breakfast.
Rule out breakfast.
Is it one... right. Is it a member... So how many questions have we done? 5?
Is it a mic?
Is it a mic?
Yeah.
No.
Right, that's 6 questions. Is it a member of...
That's
of
7.
7, is it? Is it a member of production?
Production? Kind of, yeah.
Oh, I know.
Go on.
Sam's sister.
It is.
Hey! He's not production. What's he been telling you? He's just a lackey. That's all he is.
He produces
He's
mess.
next to me and he's doing a bit of a, jiggly hand wave.
Doesn't she sound like him?
I got it.
Doesn't she sound like him? Isn't that funny?
Right, this is the... I've wanted to speak to you for some time.
He owes us money.
We also want to get a message to your dad. Is he listening?
My dad? No, he's not listening.
Sam. Is Sam listening?
Sam's listening.
All right,
yeah,
Sam.
Sam's listening.
Sam, could you bugger off for a minute? Your dad.
Okay, bye.
Your dad needs to get in touch with us because we've got plans for the best scare ever.
Okay.
So we
What are
need
you
to
gonna
speak
do?
to him. Well,
I'm not telling you. You're very good friends, aren't you? Like, weirdly so. Because, me and my sister fought for about 15 years.
We're not weirdly so friends.
No, but, you socialise and that.
That is weird for
Yeah,
siblings
we
to
do.
be friends and socialise.
We're on our way back from a gig right now, so...
Hang on a minute. Is that why he's not in tonight? Because he went to a concert?
Possibly, yeah.
Work-shy fop that he is.
Who did you go and see?
We've gone to see a pop-punk band called As It Is.
Oh, flipping heck, sounds
I love the way
awful.
she prefaced it, like, a pop-punk band. You won't understand.
I've heard as it is. Yeah, I know those.
No, you haven't.
It's his kind of thing. It's not really my kind of thing, but
Your
we
turn.
went. It was fun.
Your turn next time, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, listen, don't tell him this, but we love Sam and we think he's brilliant and he's one of our
never
favourite
allowed to
people.
leave us,
Yeah,
ever.
Exactly, we'll have none of that. But
bless
don't tell him we said that, okay?
Okay, I
All right.
won't say a word.
Hey, listen, thanks for calling.
Thank you very much.
Bye. Let me take this call, then we'll have a quick break. Line 2, you're on the wireless.
Hi, Ian, it's Nelson from Norfolk.
Hey, man, how you doing? Right, that is every time we do Straight to Air, that guy calls in. Can we track that number? Jesus, I hate this job.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio. We'll get you talking.
Should let you know, 1 o'clock, Martin Kellner will be on until 5 o'clock, 4 hours. And he's got lots of guests and stuff, but I do know that he will take phone calls. So if you phone him up after 1 o'clock, you'll get on the radio and you'll talk to Martin. And Martin is, he's a nice bloke.
Yeah.
He knows loads of stuff.
He's really professional.
That's the thing. That's what I was trying to say. He's professional. It's just something I just don't understand. But he's on after 1 o'clock. So if you're bored or you're lonely or you can't sleep or you just got in, or whatever, between 1 and 5, do give Martin a call. I know he would be very appreciative of your telephone call. We're taking calls straight to air for the last few minutes of this show, and then I'm off next week, guys. So if you want to get on now. Hello, line 1, you're on the wireless.
Hello, it's Sally.
Hey, Sally, was it you that broke your ribs?
Yeah.
Yeah, we broke our ribs.
alive.
This is great. Why aren't we in the papers for this?
Please don't make me laugh, please.
Catherine won't, but I'll keep quiet for this then. Probably safer.
Outrageous.
There we go.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, you break my rib, and I will be seeing my lawyers on Monday.
Hang on a second.
Sorry.
Line 2. Line 2.
Good morning.
Good morning. Do you want to see if you can make Sally laugh?
No, please.
Yeah, I want to say something to make Sally laugh.
Go on, try and make her laugh.
You really make it worse.
Sorry?
He's gonna try and make it worse, is he? So you're gonna make me laugh, okay? Go on then.
Well, what makes you laugh?
Oh, good question. Funny question.
Excellent.
You could have dark humour, slapstick humour.
I kind of like dark humour. Dark, dry, that sort of thing.
Let's try that. Line 3, you're through to the Make Sally Laugh hotline. Hello? God, everyone's an idiot tonight. Not you, Sally, everyone else. Line 3, you're on the air.
Well.
Yes, you're on the air.
Hi, Ian, it's Steve.
Steve, do you want to try and make Sally laugh?
Tickle that broken rib.
Come on.
Sometimes I like to tuck my knees into my chest and lean forward, but that's just how I roll.
Hey! Steve! Come on, Sally! Come on, Sally! That was funny! I thought it was going to be a self-filleting joke, but no! It was a rolling... That's how he rolls! Come on, Sally! Laugh, you miserable woman!
No, that word you just said made me nearly laugh.
What, filleting? Self-filleting? Self-filleting. Steve on the other line. Steve is now... All the men at home are now trying to self-fillate. Go on, Steve, try it. Come on, Steve, you can do it.
Mate, no way.
OK, let's try. Line 3, would you like to try and make Sally laugh, please?
Knock, knock.
Yeah? Yeah, make her laugh.
Knock, knock.
Knock, knock.
Oh, he's doing knock, knock. Who's there?
Who?
What?
If it's not a self-filleting ghost, I'm not interested.
No, yeah, I'm kind of into that, yeah. Go on.
Sorry?
No, it's the coda mold here. It's making me a bit loose.
She's off her face, man. We've had some people who are pretty high tonight, and I gotta say, Sally's probably the highest of a lot of them, man. She's totally out of it, man. Sally, you don't want to speak to Sally, man. She's totally out of it. Line 4, you're through to the make... Hang on, button it. You're through to the make... Line 4, you're through to the Make Sally Laugh hotline.
Hi, Sally. It's Hannah. Hello. Oh, Han. Please don't talk about bums. What?
Oh, Hannah, this could be it. Hannah's been building up to this for 10...
Oh, Hannah.
Oh, that was...
Good grief.
Line 5, you're through to the Make Sally Laugh hotline. Come on, Keith! Do it, brother! Come on!
Those ribs.
Okay, you got me.
Oh, my goodness, this sounds like we're...
I said make her laugh, not make her orgasm.
Rub my ribs. I 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 rub my ribs.
Thank you for that, Keith. Let's go to line 7. Line 7, you're on the Make Sally Laugh hotline.
What, Sally, lad?
Sorry?
I just want to let you know your smoke alarm's dying, love.
Sorry?
Your smoke alarm's dying, Sally.
What?
I
can hear the battery going. I know you can get good batteries for that.
Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, you're right. My alarm is going. I do need to get some...
Hang on a minute.
It's a Poundland.
Hang on. Is your smoke alarm... is you actually dying?
Yeah, because it's beeping in the background, yeah.
How can he hear that?
How did he hear that?
I can hear it here. I've got good ears, Ian. I've always had good ears.
He's always had good ears.
ears.
Everyone's drunk. Sally, get lost. How did he spot that?
Gosh, by his senses.
That's the beauty of radio. He could hear that Sally's smoke alarm was dying, and he phoned up, and do you know what? He may have just saved her life.
Yeah.
Martin Kellner.
Yes, hello.
Oh.
Hello.
There we go.
That's it.
Hello.
That's
the one.
Yes,
Yes, Martin. How you doing, Martin?
Marvellous. I'm fine. You well?
I'm good. I'm off. I'm on holiday in 2 minutes.
D-Mob
1
happy.
minute and 35 seconds. I'm on holiday. I couldn't give a stuff now.
No, of course you couldn't.
Couldn't give a stuff. I'm done.
Right, fine. Are you going to a remote little cottage in the
top secret Welsh location?
Yeah,
yes.
fantastic. Well, I couldn't say the location. I looked at the name of it. It's ridiculous.
I can't say where I'm going. For legal reasons. No, witness protection. No,
it's
you
not,
can't pronounce it. You know that's a made-up name?
Yeah.
What? The
same.
Yeah, it's made up.
Faster. What is... Look, we've only got a minute now, because you two are glittering on.
Well, that place...
OK. Yep. Martin, what is on your show this evening
well,
after 1 o'clock, please?
Interesting enough, you got an absolute scoop on this show 2 weeks ago. You know our spot Not Dead Yet?
Yes.
We paid tribute, because we thought it's nice to pay tribute to people before they die, and we paid tribute to Jim Bowen, who sadly has...
You've got the same curse that we have on this show.
Yes.
You bumped off Bowen.
Well, no, I mean, our line on this is, you heard it first, right here, home of the scoops.
So who are you killing tonight?
Well, sadly, we're not. Hopefully,
no,
we're not. We're going to pay tribute to Neil Diamond. Because when he does finally go, and we hope it'll be years and years from now, everybody will play his tunes. Well, we're going to play him tonight, and plus
love a bit
bits
of
of interviews. He's fantastic. Yeah. He's a great guy. And we've got a few interviews with, archive stuff, going back to the Brill building in New York, where they all got together, Neil Diamond,
Listen,
Neil
we're out of
Sedaka,
time,
Carol
but when
King.
we were in New York earlier last year, and we stood outside this building, and we suddenly went, oh my God, this is the Brill building.
You can go there,
Martin Kellner is back at work. I'm off for a couple of weeks, or 1 week back.